Morning, good morning, good morning. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Good morning, Eula. Good morning, Melanie. Good morning, Ann. Good morning, Dee. Man, y'all get on here fast. Good thing I was on time. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I'm like, what am I going to do? How's everybody's? What's today? Tuesday? Lordy. I don't think I've been the same since I got back from Mexico. I was not so well after that. I had to set an alarm too, Dee, because I would forget because I haven't done it in so long. Good morning, Alicia. Man, 2 minutes goes by fast. I just started. Oh, so happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I think today we're going to just do some activity stuff. And there's some things that I'm going to talk about with regards to retention, because I know over the last week, I've gotten a lot of messages from people in the company, not just in my organization, that retention seems to be really bad, and people aren't really happy with numbers. So I've been doing a lot of research on retention, and I just want to ask you guys a question. When somebody places an order with you, when do you start the retention process? Is it from the moment they place their order, or is it from never, or is it when they get their product? So, and what I mean by that, when someone places an order from me, I immediately send them a thank you for placing the order. I'm getting ready to start working on a welcome video. Actually, this weekend I'm going to do it. Can you not hear me? Yeah, you can. Melanie, can you hear me? Okay. But one of the things that I do is I, send them this welcome thing and kind of tell them what they should start doing prior to getting their product. I also then check back 24 hours later to find out if their tracking has been updated. I then send them their tracking number as long as it has already posted into the either the United States Postal Service or UPS, but only once it shows the date. I do that because I don't want them to have to track it. I want to track it for them. But that does one of two things. I always tell my customers to message me when they get their product, and you wouldn't believe the number of customers that don't do that. So if I know when their product's going to be there, I know when I should be following up with them. So I put that in my calendar that so-and-so is going to receive their product on that day. And then I message them that night and ask them if they got their product. And I'm super excited and find out when they're going to start, because not everybody is going to start the next day. Some people are going to wait until Monday, or, they know they have something going on all weekend, or they want to go out and party all weekend. So they don't want to take it because they think if they are partying all weekend, taking it isn't going to work or something. I don't know why people do that, but they do, right? So retention should start from the moment the potential becomes your customer. And it's a proven fact. It's not, and retention doesn't always, just because you start the retention process the moment the customer orders, that doesn't mean that that's when they're going to become a loyal customer. It might be after the 4th or 5th follow-up, right? So I'm constantly telling my team the first week that the customer is on the product, you should be following up with them every single night. Everything changes day after day. So I had a customer last week that on the 3rd day, she got really, really, really sick. But day 1 and day 2, she absolutely loved it. And you have to really delve in and find out. And if you're not taking care of the customer the first week and something like that happens, chances are you're going to lose them that week, because they're going to stop taking the product if they get really sick. And if you message them 5 days later, they're going to say, well, I got really sick last week, and so I stopped taking it. And getting them back on that product is really hard if they've had a really bad day. But if you message them that night and you find out that they had been really sick that day, if they were really sick that day, you're able to work through that. I had a girl yesterday on our customer page post that she threw up 3 times, she ate food and drank all her water. So of course I ask questions and I ask it right on the page so that people can see the answers and see what we're saying. So for breakfast, she had a yogurt and, oh no, she had banana chips and a oatmeal bar. And for lunch, she had half of a sandwich, and that's all she'd ate all day. And so that was about 300 and something calories, I determined. And she drank plenty of water, but she said that she threw up 3 times. So I ended up messaging this customer and having a very lengthy conversation with her that apple or banana chips and a oatmeal bar that probably has like 30 grams of sugar in it isn't considered eating, and that she probably was sick. So I'm going to give you guys a little tip though. If you get customers that are telling you when they take the product they're sick, tell them to take it with milk. They still need to eat, but taking the product with milk is going to give them they're going to be less likely to be nauseous from the product. I know a lot of people don't like milk. I personally love milk. But that is a nice tip for people that are saying they're getting sick. So a lot of times people will think that they're eating properly, right? But what if she wouldn't have posted on the page? Obviously, she hadn't reached out to her associate, or her associate hadn't reached out to her because the associate didn't know anything about her being sick. So she would have just quit if she wouldn't have posted that, right? Because who wants to take something that's going to make them sick all day? People honestly think that they're eating and they're not. So just within the last like 35 days, I've been really working out every day and changing my eating habits and really eating healthy and clean. And I've been using this FitnessPal app, right? So my FitnessPal says that I weigh about 130 something pounds. And it says that I should eat 1,650 calories a day. That's a lot of food, right? Or at least it seems like a lot of food. So last week I felt like I had ate a lot. I mean, for breakfast, I had 3 boiled eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, half a yogurt, and a piece of peanut butter toast. For lunch, I had 2 cups of cabbage with a cup of chicken, a tablespoon of dressing. For dinner, for a snack, I had some cottage cheese and pineapple. For dinner, I don't remember what I had for dinner, but I don't know, I had dinner, right? And at the end of the night, I still needed 600 and something calories, right? So it doesn't, and FitnessPal isn't always accurate because people put in that information in FitnessPal like me or you, and maybe the macros aren't right or they don't know what they're putting in. So I kind of pay attention. But so I actually sent Kiva a message and sent her my thing, and then she re-added it up, and I still needed only about 400 calories. But I mean, I thought I had eaten a lot of food, and people don't realize how much food fuels your body. So it's really important. But anyway, back to the retention part. I just wanted to say that people just simply do not eat enough food. We think we do, and most people think that when they want to lose weight, eating less food is the key, but that's not the key to losing weight. The key to losing weight is fueling your body with the proper food and the right food, and correct. And having a piece of toast is not food. Eating a meal, and it's not going to help if people take the product and they're nauseous. A piece of toast isn't going to do the trick. So if people said, oh, I had a bagel for breakfast, that's not breakfast. You have a snack. So one, either try to get them on some of the protein bars or explain to them. I mean, guys, it's super important. Yeah, so anything less than 1,100 calories a day will put between 1,100 and 1,200 calories a day will put your body into starvation mode. What happens is it holds on to every piece of fat in your body because it knows it's not going to eat again. And so then it uses that fat to help fuel your body. So it's just really important eating, but it's super important in retention that you are contacting these people on a regular basis. So my follow-up with a brand new customer is day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 31, and every 2 weeks after that. I know that everybody gets so caught up on like getting people to go to work, and it's great to get people to go to work right away, if they can or will. But a lot of people always like, well, I don't want to do it until I see results. So there's ways around that. And I'm actually going to talk about that on my next Power Hour, how to get people working without realizing they're working. They're actually just doing you a favor. But it's something that I'm kind of working on right now. So I want to make sure that it works before I give it to everybody else. And then it's a complete flop. So it's super, super, super important that you're following up with your customers. 1 month later, bad job. 2 weeks later, bad job. 4 days later, bad job. It's so, so important. I actually send a thank you card, like a handwritten thank you note to every single solitary person that orders from me. It's like, I know that seems weird to people and they're like, what? But people appreciate little things. And when you get people that like you and you're doing things for them that are different than other people are doing, that stands out to them. And these people will be loyal customers when that happens. So it's super important that you find little things to do for your customers that make them really connect with you. But the follow up as soon as they receive the product, from the moment they order until, you know, forever, really making them feel good. So when you send them their tracking number, they know you're thinking about them. When you message them the night that they get their package and say, oh my gosh, did you get your package today? And they say, yes. I mean, I had a girl say one day, no, I didn't get my package. And I'm like, well, it was delivered at 4:15 today. And she was like, oh, I should probably go check my mail. And she went and got her mail and it was there, right? She was like, thank you so much, because sometimes I only check my mail once a week. I mean, I check my mail every single day, but some people don't check their mail every day. And so she went and got the package. She started the next day. Guys, I use Messenger a lot to set reminders, and it's okay. And I tell the customer, I'm going to set a reminder in here so that we don't forget. And it doesn't make you a bad person. They don't think any different of you. They actually appreciate it because maybe they need a reminder too. So I just set a reminder in Messenger. I mean, I write it in my calendar, but I still forget sometimes if I don't set it in Messenger. So if you don't know how to do that in Messenger, when you're in the message, there's these like 4 little dots. If you click on those 4 little dots, there's a thing that's called reminder, and you can set a reminder there. And I put first day follow-up, second day follow-up, third day follow-up, 14-day follow-up, whatever it is, so that I remember. And then because I talk to so many people in a day, I sometimes have to scroll through the message a little bit and see what our last conversation was, even if it was yesterday. So, because I'm a little flighty sometimes, and then I forget, and sometimes I think I'm talking to some other customer or something. But it really helps to do that. I also keep a sheet, and when I talk to them, I write down kind of, you know, how their first day went. If they were sick the first day, I might follow up with them the next day, like after the morning time, just to see how their morning dose went, because that's super important. So, guys, it's, you know, if we could get retention better, we would have to work so less hard. I think that a lot of us in this company are having to replace a ton of people because we're not giving them the love and appreciation and support that they need from the very beginning. So they're falling off. And, you know, we can still do that, and there's still going to be people that fall off. But if you would take 30 days and change your follow-up and change how you're interacting with the people that are ordering from you, you would find that those people, it's easier to help them because they trust you when you're following up from day one, and they're going to stick around longer. So I wanted to just talk about that a little bit before I got into some activities that I'm going to have you guys do. So one thing I want you guys to do today is I want you to take a picture of yourself with this. And if you have, don't pay attention to my nails. I need to go get them done so bad. I want you to take a picture with yourself holding the combo. And if you have a snack cake or whatever, I want you to add that and go make a post on your Facebook page. How would you like to try one of our snack cakes for free? That's it. And post that on your page and post it in your stories. Speaking of stories, if you guys are not using stories, they're super, 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 super active. Right now, it's the hottest thing on Facebook is your story. That's Facebook really keeps that in front of people, even if you update your story through the middle of the day. But let's talk about that for a minute. It's a story, right? So I'm reading this book right here. And if every time I turned the page in this book, it was something else and it wasn't a story, I probably wouldn't read the book, right? If I was confused about what was happening, I would just like either put this book down and go to a new book or not read this book at all, right? So your stories are exactly the same. So if you're just posting a whole bunch of random stuff in your stories that makes absolutely no sense, chances are they're going to flip through that. And you can usually tell by the number of views. So if your first slide has like 200 views and the next slide has 199 views and the next slide has 80 views, chances are they got bored after the first one or two things. The other thing you don't want is like 50 slides on your story, because we're in a instant gratification world. So they want to be able to flip through it really quick and see what's going on. But there has to be some rhyme or reason to it. So if you go look at my story today, I'm talking about CBD. It's slide after slide after slide, but each slide correlates with the slide before it. So it keeps them wanting to know what the next slide is going to say, right? So that's the point of the story. So you have to think of that as a book. So task 1, take a picture with your combo today. With a snack cake if you have one. If you don't have a snack cake, you can take a picture with just this and then post a picture of the snack cake that, you know, if you go on the corporate website, they have in the tool section now tons of photos you can use with the snack cakes. Post one of the pumpkin spice. If you're new and you're just getting on this call or you don't know what's going on in the company, right now everybody that orders a combo gets one pumpkin spice protein cake. So go post that on your wall today. Get some interaction, put it in your story. Maybe download one of those videos about the snack cake and put that in there, and let people know what's happening. That's the other thing. People are so afraid. I notice a lot of associates in this company do not post about the product on their page. Everybody's also worried about trying to brand themselves, but here's the deal. If nobody knows what you're doing, branding yourself isn't going to help, because they don't even know what you're selling or what you're doing or what you have to offer. I don't blow my Facebook page up with product information or anything like that, but I do put a testimonial on there a couple of times a week. Yesterday, I did a live in my customer group with Megan C, and she is an associate in our company. If you don't know who she is, make sure you go watch the live video on my Facebook page, but she's lost 240 pounds with True Vision. You guys should be sharing that video with everybody. She has an amazing, incredible testimony. She started with just the combo, and she talks about that through there. We can't see her face in the live, and I don't understand what I did wrong last night, but you can hear the whole story. But anyway, I don't blow my Facebook page up with that every single day, but I do in my stories let people constantly know what we have to offer and why it benefits them. And then I do a call to action on the last slide, which is usually a poll. And don't ever give them the option of no, because you don't want people saying no, right? So it's always like yes, or send me the link, or yes, hell yes, I don't know, something like that. So don't ever use the word no. So some activities that I want you to do today. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to message 5 people. We're not going to try to sell them anything. So I don't want them to be current customers, but we're not going to try to sell them anything. We are going to message them, wish them, you know, I hope you're having a great Tuesday. And I just wanted to ask you a question. If you could change one thing in your life in 2020, what would that be? So I'm going to give you guys just a couple of minutes to go do that. I just want you to do 5 for right now. You can do more later. But these are people, potentials, anybody on your Facebook friends, anybody You can use green dot if you want. If you don't know what green dot is, that's in Messenger, and there's green dots by their name, and that means they're actually online right now. You find that by pushing that second button in Messenger after your messages pop up. So I have an iPhone. I don't know what it looks like on Android. So if somebody has an Android, you can post in the chat what you're supposed to do. But there's a bunch of little people. You click on those people, and everybody with a green dot by their name is currently online. So I want you to just take a couple of minutes. I'm going to give you about maybe 4 or 5 minutes to reach out to 5 people, wish them a happy Tuesday, or hope you had a great weekend, hope your week started off great. Hey, I just wanted to ask you a question. 2020 is about to, is just right around the corner, and I would just like to know one thing that you would like to change or improve on in 2020. And don't wait for them to respond. Go on to the next person, and you can go back to those people later. And based on their answer, you can say, oh my gosh, that's great. If they say, I want to get healthier or lose weight, that is a doorway to start a conversation about our product. So I'm going to give you guys it's 10:22. So I'm going to give you until about 10:20, about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. So you guys do that. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go do that too. So my video is going to stop. Valera used to play music, but I don't have any music. No, Ashley LaFever used to play music. That's who did that. Me, I'm just kind of boring. Hey, hush. My dog wants to come in here with me. Hush. Okay. So I think that okay, so has everybody been able to message 5 people? Yes, no, maybe so. Doggy, stop it. We're just asking them, Mindy, how they're doing and if they had a good weekend and what is one of the things that they want to accomplish or change in 2020. I'm not boring. Good morning, Wendy. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is hopefully you guys keep a list of every son, who has requested a link from you. If you don't keep a list of the people that requested the link from you, it's the easiest way to follow up with people. So I have a book with just people that request links, right? That I've had a conversation with and sent the link to, and then once they order, they go in a different book. But an easy way to find that is if you go into Messenger and at the top in the search thing, type in link and then see more. Every single person that you've said link to or sent a link to will pop up. So I want you to message about 10 people and tell them that you know they were previously interested. So people that you've sent the link to or discussed sending the link to. And hopefully you guys just don't spam your link to tons and tons of people because you don't necessarily know if they were interested for real in receiving the link. But for those people that had asked for the link or you had discussed sending them the link, but they never responded, I want you to send them a message and say, I know that you were previously interested in Tru. I wanted to let you know we have a great special this month for $80. You can get our signature combo and one of our amazing, so you got to be excited, right? And you got to make it sound like it's the best thing in the whole world. One of our amazing pumpkin spice protein cakes. Can I send you a link to get started today? Okay, so I want you to go message that to 10 people. So if you don't have a list of those people, Dee, you can come back and watch it. And I'm actually going to do a live in the training page today. So after my doctor's appointment. Oh, hold on. Mute. So 10 people that you've sent the link to. I want to let you know we have a great special this month. It's a limited time offer. Anybody that purchases our signature combo this week, I'm confused, Shannon. List is small than 10. Yeah, do it. Yeah. I mean, no. I'm not saying today. I'm saying anytime you've sent anybody a link forever in this company that hasn't placed an order, not just this morning. I mean, I've only been up for like, I don't know, I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning. So I've only been up since like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I don't have any people on my list this morning, but I have tons and tons of people that over the last 3 months I've sent my link to. So I'm going to give you about 7 or 8 minutes to do that. Please don't copy and paste the message. It's not that hard to type that out. And maybe you don't get to 10, that's okay, but just write that down and do 10. And honestly, you can do more than 10. You might want to do 20 or whatever, but just do as many as you can. And I'll be back. Okay, well then just send it to the people that you have. Like if you don't have 10 people that you ever sent the link to, then just send it. Maybe you only have 2 people that you ever sent the link to. Send it to them unless they've already ordered. If they haven't, go message people that you've even talked to about the product that haven't ordered. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody you've sent the link to, but if you've had anybody show interest, send them the same message. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys about 5 or 6 minutes. Switch to active speaker. Oh, I'm going to give you guys about 5 to 7 minutes to do that. And obviously you might not get through 10 people, and that's fine. Just do as many as you can while we do it together. Hush. Hush. These dogs act like they're in jail or something. Okay, so that should have given you guys enough time to Shannon, if you're new, congratulations for being on this call. They're super informative and a great way to get daily tasks to be able to work your business. So the other thing that I noticed that a lot of people have stopped doing is using groups to prospect. And that's awesome, Shannon. Congratulations. Welcome to True Vision Health. Is people have stopped using groups. They say they don't work. They do work. I constantly am working with my team members. They're constantly posting in groups and having great success. So if you guys aren't posting in groups, you should be. Some people are just posting. I have a health and wellness group with awesome support, recipes, and information. If you'd like to be added, please comment below. That's a great post. Some people are just asking if they want to lose 5 to 10 pounds, drop a heart. If they want to lose 10 to 20 pounds, drop this emoji. If they want to lose, so there's lots of different ways to use groups. Make sure that you're using discussion. Another great thing is interest groups. So, think about 3 things that you're interested in that would help you connect with other people. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom. There's 3 billion groups on Facebook. Maybe you like to fish, maybe you like to crochet, maybe you like to cook. I don't know, there's so many things. So interest groups are a little bit different, but you can easily find people to connect with in there. And if I start talking to somebody in an interest group, I immediately send them a friend request if I commented on something that they've said or whatever. And then I send them a message. And that's another great way to get new people to talk to without prospecting them really hard and just dropping the bomb on them in the beginning. Some people like that. They go right for the hit. Hi, I have a health and wellness product. You may or may not be interested. I personally don't do that approach. I don't build relationships for a very long time, but I at least like to, give them a chance to breathe a little bit before I start talking about that. And I post enough on my page and in my stories to get people asking me questions about it. So Those are awesome ways for you to get people. The other thing that I do is I go through my friends list and I go on their page and I look at posts they've made and I see some of the comments on there. And I'll pick like 1 or 2 people on each of my friends' page that's on a post and comment on their comment. And then I'll send them a friend request. One, because you've commented on their friend's post, they'll usually accept your friend request. So that's another great way to get more people's eyes in front of our products. But you have to like really know the difference of people that you connected with in a yard sale group posting about the product or the group or something like that. And those people that you're merely just connecting with either in an interest group or through your friends, because again, you don't want to hit them the minute they accept your friend request with our product or group. So every Friday, make a post that says I have a health and wellness support group. If you'd like to be in it, there's tons of support, recipes, and product information. If you'd be interested in being added, please let me know, because then those people that you friend requested during the week or who friend requested you will be able to see that. And then now they're asking you to be put in the group. And then that's when you can send them additional information about that. So that's a really great way to connect with other people as well. And the other thing that you guys should be doing is making sure that you are doing some self-development every day. There are lots and lots and lots of information out there. We have a YouTube channel with all the power hours on it. So if you miss a power hour one day, that's okay. It will be uploaded eventually within, I think, she tries to make sure it gets done within 5 to 10 days. But we've been doing power hour for well over a year now. And so there's tons and tons and tons of power hours. Every one of us that do power hours are different. We have different ways that we run our business. We have different ideas. So there's lots of stuff you can do there. I personally like to read. It depends on, what I'm trying to accomplish. So I've been really working on stuff for retention this last couple of weeks. So I've been reading a lot of books on retention. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube. I have several people that I really like to follow. I go find videos of theirs. I look in other groups and I try to find other top leaders in other companies, and I go see if they have any YouTube channel videos and I watch them, because I feel like we can always grow as leaders. And sometimes somebody can say something and it's just one thing that will change what we do in our business and will help us. But I really, really feel like you guys, all of us need to realize how important retention is, and that it keeps you from working so hard. Because if you're constantly having to replace the people that you signed last month because you didn't follow up, you didn't reach out to them, you waited for them to reach out to you and say that they didn't like the product or that they loved the product or whatever, that's why so many people are working so hard every month, because they're constantly having to replace the people that they already have. So I hope that you guys were able to get a little bit of value today. Don't forget to take a picture with your combo today. And if you have any protein cakes, and listen, if you don't have the pumpkin spice one, just cover up the name of the cake part and just have the cake part showing, and you can get a free protein spice cake and post that on your wall. And I know I had an associate do it last week, and she got tons and tons and tons of comments. People like free stuff, and I know that it's only a protein cake, but people really like that. So I hope all of you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Power hour tomorrow. Be on it. Be on all of them as you can. I know that some are at times where people can't be, so we kind of try to move them around so that they're convenient for everybody. I just prefer morning, because usually by the end of the day, I'm like, don't have my head screwed on straight to do one at nighttime. So, and there's people that are always around during the day. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for being on, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Wendy.